Hi again, everyone. I had, someone ask me about how to learn about different vintage card sets and so forth. And so I thought I'd just show some of the publications that I get and where I get a lot of my information and that I just enjoy reading. One of my favorites has always been Sports Collectors Digest. I believe these are the same people that made Tough Stuff back in the day. And they used to have a big newspaper type of publication. Now they've turned it into this magazine, and they also have an online subscription that you can get, and they feature different card sets. And I just always love Sports Collectors Digest. I think the online subscription, if you want to view it online, is like $20. You can get print, online, or both. Another great one, and they had discontinued this and just started it back up a couple years ago, is Beckett Vintage. I got this years ago, and it's a great magazine. And they feature different card sets too. Like this is a big article on the minis, 1975. So this is another great one that you can subscribe to. You can go onto their website and check that out. If you are a member of PSA, they send out a monthly magazine. By the way, the Sports Collectors Digest comes out every 2 weeks. That's what I really like about that one. The Beckett Vintage Collector comes out every other month, so you don't get those as often. And then this PSA, if you're a member, if you buy a membership, it comes out once a month, and it's a great magazine, and it features a lot of different articles. You know, it's a pretty self-promoting, and every card that they show in here is a 9 or 10, so to be honest with you, sometimes when you're looking through these cards, it depresses you a little bit, like, it's almost like, oh my God, I don't have 10s and everything, so my collection sucks. So if you don't mind that... And my Bible, and I just read through this, but it's great to reference different sets, look them up, find out about them, learn about them, and that is the standard catalog of vintage baseball cards. And I've been getting this for many years. And really, once you have one, they don't update it too often. Back in the day, I had actually submitted a LA Dodgers team-issued set to them that wasn't in here. When they learn about new card sets or they get new updated information, they do update it. But not necessarily, not necessary to get one every single year unless you're, extra particular. And then they also make one for football. They have a standard catalog for football cards. I have that one too. That comes in real handy. And then Beckett makes, they make the baseball card one. I think they make a basketball and a football one, probably a hockey too, although I haven't seen it. But they make this Beckett Vintage Almanac. And I picked this up because it has all the sports. So, that's great. It's a great reference for that. Because where else are you going to get a vintage catalog that explains all the sets, checklists, all the sets of every sport, right? But the problem with this is, Beckett just tried to do too much with it. And, they wrap it in cellophane so you can't open it up and take a look before you buy it. And honestly, this frustrates me because there's a lot of useful information in here, but how are you supposed to see it? That wording is so tiny. So, unless you are, 12 years old with absolute perfect, vision, I don't even think you could see it then. You have to have some sort of magnification to read the darn book. It's very frustrating. You can't see much of anything. It is so hard to read. So, it's not a cheap book, and I had a lot of buyer's remorse with that thing. There's some great information in it, and I might not be able to find that information elsewhere, so I do have it. But honestly, after getting a magnifying glass or trying to read something, after 3 minutes, you want to go insane, and you just get frustrated. So anyway, those are the publications that I recommend, that I read, and they're all great. So if you're into that, check them out. Thanks for watching.